Hello, good morning, students. Welcome back to our e-learning session, and it is initiated by Vidyadish Vidya Sankul under the guidance of Dr. G. M. Sutaria sir. See, in our last lecture, we complete up to illustration number 18, and we also show your doubts of exercise 1.2 question number 5. Okay, now we will discuss in our this lecture the your remaining doubts of exercise 1.2. Okay, so shall we start? Okay, now see, we are discussing that only fifth question in exercise 1.2. Now 6, 7, 8, 9 we already discussed about that, and 10, 11, 12 is just like illustration number 15. Okay, so I hope you complete that 1 to 12. Now the main doubt is question number 13, right? So it is your doubt, and now we will discuss about this particular sum, exercise 1.2 question number 13. Four couples, that is husband and wife, right, attend a party. That means here total four couples means 8 persons are there. Four husband, four wife, total 8 persons are there. 2 persons are randomly selected. So from total 8 persons we have to select 2 persons. See, there is 4 couple means what? We have to select from 8 persons, 2 are selected randomly. So your total outcomes is 8C2. Here first of all we have to understand, see, the question is always twisted, so we have to understand that which they want to ask. Okay, what they want to ask, that is 4 couples, that is 8 person. From 8 person you have to select any 2, randomly select, we have to any 2 persons from them. Okay, so what is your, first of all I am writing that question number 13, exercise 1.2 question number 13, right? And from that, what is the total outcomes? Total number of outcomes, n is equal to what? N is equal to total from 8 person we have to select 2, that's why 8C2. Okay, so here your final answer, that is your n is equal to 8 into 7 divided by 2 into 1, 28. Total number of outcomes are 28 here. Okay, now see that what is the next question. Find the probability that the selected person are first husband and wife. See, there are how many husband and wife are there? 4 husband and 4 wife are there, right? So 4 couple is there, right? From these 4 couple we have to select only one couple, because one husband and one wife, one couple, that means here we are selecting 2 persons. Here what is the main question, what is the main experiment, that is what we have to select from this total 8 person, we have to select minimum 2. Only 2 persons are there. See, husband and wife, we have to select husband and wife means what? One husband and one wife, right? So here we have to select one couple from 4 couple. So here we can say that the favorable outcomes of event A is 4C1. How? I am writing that event A, selected 2 persons are husband and wife. That means here you can say couple. Right? Okay. So here what is the favorable outcome? Favorable outcomes of event A is equal to what? How many couples are there? 4 couples are there. Total 8 persons. But how many couples are there? There are 4 couples. From 4 couples we have to select one here, because they want in event A that selected 2 persons are husband and wife. It is one couple. One couple from 4 couple we have to select. That's why 4C1. That's why 4 and C1 is equal to N, right? So here, what is your final P of A? Therefore, P of A is equal to M upon N is equal to 4 upon 28 is equal to 4 ones are 4 and 4 sevens are 28. That's why 1 by 7. Therefore, required probability is equal to 1 by 7. That is your first question answer. See here this question is difficult to you because the question is twisted here. 4 couples is given, means total 8 person is given, and from that we have to select 2 persons. If you are selecting from 4C2, that means your N is wrong. So here total 8 persons are there. You have to first of all keep in mind that things, and then from these 8 we have to select 2. That's why your N is equal to 8C2, and then here we have to select now event A is equal to husband and wife. That means one couple from total 4 couple. That's why 4C1 we are selecting here. Now again in next point, that is in event B, the question is twisted here. What is your event B? One man and one woman. See, there is no any confusion about the husband and wife. Here the confusion about man and woman. Total in 4 couples, total 4 men are there and 4 women are there. You have to select randomly any one from the 4 male person and any one from the female person. Okay, so here we have to select one husband or one wife. No, here we have to select one man and one woman. Okay, so different persons. See, they may be husband or wife, or they may not be husband or wife. Here we have to just select from 4 men one person, that is one man, and from 4 women we have to select one, that is one woman. Okay, so here event B is equal to selected 2 persons are one man and one woman. Okay, so here what is the favorable outcomes for that? Favorable outcomes of event B, that is M is equal to how many male are there, how many men are there? There are 4 men, because 4 couples are there. That's why 4 men and 4 women are there, and we have to select one from man and one from woman. That's why 4C1 for men, and here the word and is there. That's why multiply one woman. That's why 4C1 again. Here see that here and is there, right? So one man, that's why 4 men, from 4 men we have to select one, 4C1, and that's why multiply one woman. So from 4 women we have to select one, that's why 4C1. So NC1 is equal to N, that's why 4 into 4, and that's why 16 is the total favorable outcomes. And now what is P of B? P of B is equal to M upon N is equal to 16 by 28. Here 4 4s are 16 and 4 sevens are 28. That's why 4 by 7. Therefore, required probability is equal to 4 by 7 for event B. Okay, so here your probability of two events, that is event A, that is selected persons are one husband and wife. See here, we are selecting one couple from four couples. For one man and one woman, we are selecting one man for four men and one woman for four women, right? So here that probability is 4 by 7. But now again, the main twist is in the question number 3, that is in event C. What is that? One man and one woman who are not husband and wife. See, one man and one woman who are not husband and wife. If they are husband and wife means what? Here A intersection, here what is that? Husband and wife. What is the probability for that? What is the favorable outcomes for that? That is 4C1. If they are husband and wife, then we have to see, we have to deduct that one man and one woman. See now what we require, this minus this. What is this? See here 16 minus 1, that we required one man and one woman, that is event B, and that are not of husband and wife, that we have to deduct these one from that. Okay, so the required probability is what? See, I am doing that in a different way. See that here, that is I am giving name as event C. Event C is equal to selected person are one man and one woman, but who are not husband and wife. That is your event C. Okay, now what is the favorable outcomes? Favorable outcomes of event C. M is equal to what? See, one man and one woman. What is the probability for that? What is the favorable outcome for that? 4C1 into 4C1. For one man and one woman, what is the probability? What is the favorable outcomes? We know that about 4C1 into 4C1, right? So I am writing that particular 4C1 into 4C1 for one man and one woman. For this, I am doing this. For one man 4C1, one woman into the, because and one woman 4C1. But who are not means minus. Here for the not word is that we have to subtract that. What we have to subtract? Husband and wife. What is the probability? What is the favorable outcomes of husband and wife? See, husband and wife means one couple, and from four couple we have to select one. That's why 4C1. So here minus 4C1. 4C1 into 4C1. First of all we have to do this minus, not, that's why minus. Okay, and husband and wife, what is the probability of, what is the favorable outcomes of husband and wife? That is 4C1. Again 4C1. So you think that, sir, 4C1 into 4C1 minus 4C1, so we have to select, we have to deduct 4C1 minus 4C1 and the remaining 4C1 is your answer. No, it is wrong. See, 4C1 into 4C1 minus 4C1, we don't have to subtract these first. First of all, we have to multiply these and then subtract these, because the BODMAS rule. Bracket open, right? Then multiply, then divide, then addition, and then subtraction. So BODMAS rule is applied here, and that's why here favorable outcomes for this 4C1 is equal to 4 into 4 minus 4 is equal to 4 into 4, that is 16. 16 minus 4, 4c1 is equal to 4, that's why 12. So the favorable outcomes is 12 here, right? So the favorable outcomes of event C is 12 here, and now the probability P of C is equal to m upon n is equal to 12 by 28 is equal to 4 3s are 12 and 4 7s are 28. That's why 3 by 7 is your final answer. That's why required probability is equal to 3 by 7. Okay, so here one twisted sum. Here I am doing on the board of your exercise 1.2 question number 13. See, it is most important because it is also asked, because it is a twisted sum, that's why it is asked in our previous papers. Okay, so it is important, so please do that, and here write down these in your exercise book. Okay, so here up to this you complete illustration number 18 in your example book, and I hope you all complete exercise 1.2. If this is the doubt, then write down this sum in the leave page of this question. Please write down this. I am giving you here 2 to 3 minutes for that. Please write down. Now the question number 14 is same as this question. It is not as much twisted as this question, so I hope you complete this. So 14 is easy, 15 is easy, and 16 all are easy. Up to your messages, up to your WhatsApp from this lecture, here I got this in your doubts, but now the next question 14 15 16 is right now is not your doubt. So if you any students have a doubt of this question number 14 15 16, then ask me, we will discuss in our regular lecture or doubt session. Okay, now we will discuss about our next question, that is question number 17. See, this is a mathematical. See, in the statistics, this one is the mathematical sum, and we just have to use the formula for that and do this sum. So it is very easy, but some students have doubts. 17, 18 sum. That's why I am doing that. So first of all, I hope you complete this, or not, then please write down. We will discuss about question number 17 and 18 of exercise 1.2. Okay, so do that first. See here in illustration, in question number 17, we just have to use all the formulas which we will discuss in our theory lecture. Okay, so I hope you did that. Otherwise, if you are not remember these all the formulas, then you cannot do these sums, that is question number 17 and 18. So for these two sums, you have to first of all remember, you have to learn compulsory all the formulas, right? Then and then you can do this. Okay, so please learn all the formulas. Now we'll discuss about question number 17. what is the question first? P of A for two events A and B. The sample space of a random experiment P of A is equal to 0.6. P of B is equal to 0.5 and P of A intersection B is equal to 0.15. Now we have to find out the remaining 5 events, right? See, first of all we have to find out A dash. See, we just have to put the formula and nothing else. P of A dash is equal to what? What is the formula for P of A dash? 1 minus P of A, because the total probability is always 1. You have to remember that, you have to keep in mind that here total probability is always 1, always, right? And if you want to find out P of A dash, then the formula for that is 1 minus P of A. That is 1 minus, what is the value of P of A? 0.6. So it is 0.4. Your first answer is over. See, this sum is for 2 marks or 3 marks and this will get half marks. You have to just remember this formula. Now the second one. What is that? P of B minus A. P of B minus P of A intersection B is the formula for P of B minus A. What is the value of P of B? Here 0.5. What is the value of P of A intersection B? That is 0.15. So the answer is 0.35. So again, it is very easy. We just have to remember the formula for that, nothing else. Here the formula is there. Here for this the formula is there. We have to just remember the formula and put the value here. That is nothing else. That is mathematics is here. We just have to remember formula, then add or subtract, multiply, divide, nothing else. It is very easy. Now the third one. P of A intersection B dash. P of A intersection B dash. What means of that? Here A minus B. P of A intersection B dash means P of A minus B is equal to P of A minus P of A intersection B. Right? So what is the value for that? See here. See if you want to find out the formulas for that, see on page number 17. Formula for that is given on page number 17. All the formulas which I am writing here is given on page number 17. So please read that again first. Remember that, learn that and keep in mind, because it is useful to find out the answer from this question. Okay, so here P of A intersection B dash is equal to P of A minus B is equal to P of A minus P of A intersection B. What is the value of P of A? That is 0.6 minus A intersection B 0.15. So the final answer is 0.45. Right? It is very easy, right? Now the fourth one, A dash P of A dash intersection B dash. See, I told you that whenever the dash is on the both the events, then we have to cut that particular dash and we have to write that on the total, that is on bracket. So, and we have to convert this intersection into union, or if union is there, then we have to write down intersection. So here what is the answer? P of A union B all dash. Right? P of A union B all dash. That means what? Here is equal to 1 minus P of A union B. 1 minus P of A union B. And what is the formula for A union B? See, the formula for P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So I am writing here is equal to 1 minus into bracket P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. See, P of A dash intersection B dash is equal to P of A union B all dash is equal to 1 minus P of A union B is equal to 1 minus, what is the formula for A union B? A plus B minus A intersection B. What is that? Now 1 minus, put the value here, A is equal to 0.6, B is equal to 0.5 and A intersection B is equal to 0.15. So 1 minus 0.95. So here the answer is 0.05. P of A dash intersection B dash is equal to 0.05. See, these will get, see, from this, if this is the 2 or 3 mark sum, then these will get minimum 1 mark and the remaining get 1 mark. So it is important, so please do that. P of A dash intersection B dash is equal to, here intersection is given, that's why we have to convert it in the union, dash dash on both the events. So we are taking that on the bracket, that is whole dash. That means 1 minus P of A union B. And what is the formula for A union B? A plus B minus A intersection B. Put the value now and get the answer, that is 0.05. Okay, and the last point, that is fifth point, the average A dash union B dash, that is opposite of this, event number 4. See here, is equal to P of A intersection B whole dash, because dash on both the events we are taking on the bracket and union become intersection. So 1 minus P of A intersection B, and here A intersection B is already given, right? So 1 minus 0.15, so the answer is 0.85. For fifth event, that is P of A dash union B dash is equal to P of A intersection B. Here union become intersection, dash dash on the both the events we are converting, we are writing on the bracket. That's why P of A intersection B dash is equal to 1 minus P of A intersection B is equal to 1 minus A intersection B value is given here. That's why 1 minus 0.15, that's why 0.85. See, it is very easy. Okay, so here again this sum is very easy, but here you have to use the formula which are given on the page number 17, and you have to learn, you have to remember that all the formulas. Okay, otherwise you cannot. See, very easy sum, but you cannot do that because you don't know the formula. Okay, so you have to remember first formula and then very easy sum is that. So please write down this question number 17 of exercise 1.2, and today's last sum, that is 18 1.2 exercise 1.2 is there. After that, please write down this. So I hope you complete this. Now I am removing this. Now 18, question number 18. For two events A and B in the sample space of a random experiment, see that here P of A dash is equal to P of 2P of B dash is equal to 3P of A intersection B is equal to 0.6. Okay, and we have to find out the difference event, that is A minus B and B minus A. These two events we have to find out. Okay, so here the question is given in a different style. See, always the question is changed, the formula is same, but the question style is changed, and you are confused that, sir, this is the hard sum. No, it is very easy sum, but you have to first of all simplify that. Whenever in the statistics the question is twisted, first of all you have to simplify that, and then you will get the easiest answer. See, P of A dash is equal to what? See, is equal to this, is equal to this, is equal to this. So we have to consider only this amount. So P of A dash is equal to 0.6. 2 P of B dash is equal to also 0.6. And 3 P of A intersection B is equal to also 0.6. First of all, we have to just simplify that. This is equal to this is equal to this, and this is equal to this. Now find out the value. What is the value? See here. Now what is P of A? P of A is equal to 1 minus P of A dash. See, A dash is equal to 1 minus. See here. What is the formula? P of A dash is equal to 1 minus P of A. Then we can say P of A is equal to 1 minus P of A dash. Right? Okay. So here I am writing that P of A is equal to 1 minus P of A dash. That is 1 minus 0.6. That's why 0.4. What is P of A? It is 0.4. We are finding out that we have to find out A minus B. But for that we want A and A intersection B. B minus A, for that we want B and B A intersection B. So from this we are just find out from first P of A dash, we are finding out P of A, that is 0.4. Okay, now this 2 P of B dash is equal to 0.6. That's why P of B dash is equal to 0.6 divided by 2. Why? Because here 2 is multiply. So we have to divide that to find out the remaining. So here, what is the value? P of B dash is equal to 0.3. And what is the formula for P of B? What is the formula for P of B? P of B is equal to 1 minus P of B dash. That is 1 minus 0.3. That's why 0.7. P of B is equal to 0.7. Okay. 2 P of B is equal to 0.6. That is P of B dash. 2 P of B dash is equal to 0.6. That's why P of B dash is equal to 0.6 divided by 2. Therefore, P of B dash is equal to 0.3, and we want P of B 1 minus P of B dash, just like this, and 1 minus 0.3, that's why 0.7. Okay, and the last point, 3 P of A intersection B is equal to 0.6. Therefore, P of A intersection B is equal to 0.6 divided by 3, because here 3 is multiplied. So if we want to convert that after the is equal to, then we have to divide it with 0.6. Therefore, P of A intersection B is equal to 0.2. So we have here P of A, P of B and P of A intersection B. Now from the formula we can find out A minus B and B minus A easily. First we just want this, and for this we have to know the formula, as well as we have to first simplify this line. P of A dash is equal to 2P of V dash is equal to 3P of A intersection B is equal to 0.6. The 0.6 is important, and here we have to write first 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then we can simplify it that here we get P of A is equal to 0.4, P of B is equal to 0.7 and P of A intersection B is equal to 0.2. Now what we want, A minus B, that is P of A minus P of A intersection B. What is P of A? It is 0.4. What is A intersection B? 0.2. So the answer is 0.2. 4 minus 2, that's why 0.2. That's why here P of A minus B is equal to this. And now the second question, P of B minus A, probability of P of B minus A, that is P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is the formula for that. And what is the simplification of this? Now put the value here. What is P of B? P of B is equal to here 0.7. And what is A intersection B? That is 0.2. So 0.7 minus 0.2, the final answer is 0.5. Okay, so here you can say that what is the probability of B minus A? Here find out the probability of the difference event A minus B and B minus A. So here we have to just find out not only A minus B probability, we have to find out P of A minus B and P of B minus A. Here the answer, that is P of A minus B is equal to 0.2 and P of B minus A is equal to 0.5. Okay, so here your exercise 1.2 question number 18, and I think so all your doubts up to this is over. So first of all write down this, and then your exercise 1.2 is over. Okay, time for homework. Complete exercise 1.2 and read law of addition of probability, that is on page number 70. Sorry, on page number 27. Law of addition of probability. You have to complete your exercise 1.2 in your homework, and also you have to see that, also you have to write that law of addition in your example book. We will discuss about it in our next lecture, and we will discuss about also illustration number 19, 20 and all the remaining examples. Okay, so here your homework is you have to complete in your example book 1 to 18, and you have to write 1.2 exercise, 1.1 and 1.2 exercise in your exercise book. Okay, so here I'm complete my lecture. So thank you class, and have a nice day.